Alright, so Roblox has officially gone from banning predator catchers to banning anyone who dares say their name. In the past 24 hours, this story has blown up. We've got a US congressman stepping in. We've got the government of Qatar banning Roblox outright, and Roblox themselves comparing Schlep to the very predators he has been catching. So we're going to break this down point by point because this isn't just a bad look. This is Roblox declaring war on anyone who dares to expose their failures. So, without further ado...
I can't believe Roblox has stooped to a new low. There have been massive updates in the Schlep versus Roblox situation. For example, CreekCraft has actually stepped in, helping Schlep speak directly to a United States representative who's been dealing with the Epstein case being covered up. The government of Qatar has outright banned Roblox. Roblox is now openly banning people for protesting in support of Schlep, and I'm one of those people. And now, in perhaps one of the most disgusting twists yet, Roblox has openly compared Schlep to a... In this video, I go over...
This is immediate escalation. This is now political, international, and a PR nightmare for them. From just a kid's game to an international incident within a week. That's the speedrun nobody asked for.
Over everything new that's happened in just the last 24 hours. Before we get into everything, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend, because this proves Roblox isn't just silencing people, they're watching what you say, and they're ready to crush anyone who speaks up. Let's begin with what started happening after Schlep's ban. Roblox didn't just stop with him, they've been in an all-out crusade to silence anyone from even mentioning his name.
So, this is corporate damage control at the expense of free speech. When a $1 billion company is scared of, two words, you know that they're in a panic mode.
Personally experienced mass warnings, chat restrictions, and even witness game takedowns, all because people dared to say 2 words: free Schlep. This is coming right after Roblox began taking down shirts that were in protest of Schlep's ban, and taking down Roblox dev forum posts that were calling for a dev strike. In my own testing, I typed free Schlep in a Roblox game with no swearing, no threats, nothing else, and within minutes, I got hit with an official moderation warning. There was no spam, and this wasn't even harassment, it was literally just me showing support in a free Schlep game.
So just typing free Schlep gets you muted in minutes. Do you know what this trains kids to do? It trains them not to question authority.
That's all it took for Roblox to step in and threaten to suspend my chat privileges. And here's the clip of that. So what you are seeing on screen right now is footage of me testing if I would get banned for supporting Schlep in game. After saying it a couple times, I first got a warning saying the things I was saying was against terms of services. Then after...
So it's immediate. They immediately, maybe they have a free filter, and then it has, escalating punishments for it.
For saying it a couple more times, I had it pop up on my screen.
They probably have this automated.
If you continue saying this, you'll get suspended from speaking again. After that, I got a ban from speaking for 6 minutes, then it was 10 minutes, and then in another recording, it was 20 minutes. Anyways, I ended up trying to see if it would actually ban me from the platform, even if for a set amount of time. But no, the most I was able to get to, text bans up to about an hour. And it doesn't even end there. Community-made games showing support for Schlep.
If only they put this much effort to catching predators, we wouldn't have this problem.
Are also being deleted in real time. There was a game literally called Free Schlep Raids, taken down instantly while people were playing it. You can see a clip and it goes from fully playable to this experience is currently under review in just seconds.
So deleting protest games mid-play is basically Roblox pulling the fire alarm on its own users. And so it's not just chat, they're scrubbing entire user creations. Wow.
Also, just for some extra context, the game where I originally recorded the experiment actually got taken down just a few hours later. I've also seen images being spread of people claiming they've been banned for saying free Schlep, but I personally haven't been banned myself yet, so I can't say with 100% certainty that it happened, but it's clear that Roblox is taking aggressive steps to shut down the whole movement.
Yeah. They're taking such aggressive steps to shut down this movement, but when it comes to predators, they're like,
Mass takedowns and warnings, the situation caught the attention of one of the biggest names in the Roblox community, CreekCraft, and this is where things took a huge political turn. CreekCraft revealed that Congressman Ro Khanna's office reached out to both him and Schlep directly to discuss Roblox's ongoing child safety failures and broken moderation systems. Together, they provided Ro Khanna's team with concrete examples of Roblox's policy failures, including games like bathroom simulators spilling through moderation while catchers get banned. Then, Congressman Khanna himself issued a public statement, and in his own words,
wow, so this is now not just a YouTube beef, it has entered US politics. We have reached new peaks.
this wasn't just talk for publicity points either.
There is a growing issue in our country with Roblox, an online gaming platform, and the of children. Roblox is simply not doing enough to protect our kids, to inform parents, and to go after child. As you know, I have been leading the fight for the full release of the Epstein files. I believe in transparency, and I believe in protecting our children. Today, I'm calling on people to sign a petition. Let's get to 1 million signatures by Friday to push Roblox to do more to protect our children and to prosecute. We need to keep our kids safe online.
Ro Khanna launched.
You know what? That's very noble. The guy looks credible. If he's doing his Epstein work is up for transparency, then it's right up his alley.
A public petition aimed at forcing Roblox to reevaluate their.
Yeah, is it in America? Stand with the US, stand with us to protect kids and save Roblox. Is this a petition that I could also sign? I'll check after this video.
Moderation and safety policies. He wants 1 million signatures by Friday to send a clear message. This isn't going away until Roblox changes how it operates. The pinned comment of this video will have a direct link to Ro Khanna's petition, so you can take action and help make that change.
Can you imagine, a sitting congressman asking 1 million signatures for your company to be investigated? Roblox PR department right now are just sweating through their suits.
Before you head over there, let's talk about Roblox's new response, because instead of owning up to their own failures, their new public statement tries to rewrite the narrative entirely. First off, Roblox doesn't just criticize Schlep's method.
Of course they would. Of course they would.
They outright compare him to the very he's been catching. In their own post, they accuse him of impersonating minors and mimicking inappropriate behavior. What they fail to mention is that these weren't real minors, and this wasn't inappropriate in the.
Okay, this is defamation lawsuit grounds here, and law enforcement used the exact same tactics as Schlep did. It's prevention, not abuse.
Way they're implying. These were decoy accounts, deliberately set up to lure in and expose.
Exactly.
It's the exact same tactic used by law enforcement in legitimate sting operations. They intentionally frame it to sound sinister, as if Schlep himself was a danger, when in reality he was filling the gaps left by Roblox's own broken safety systems.
Exactly.
And this is where Roblox.
This is exactly what law enforcement does with decoys. You don't wait until the crime has been committed to, especially when it comes to children. And I think Schlep has serious grounds for a defamation lawsuit for what they just said.
The spin becomes even more insulting. They push the narrative that vigilantes like Schlep are somehow a larger problem than the themselves. Their big reason was that moving conversations off-platform bypassed Roblox's safety tools. Here's the problem. Those
only in Roblox logic is the guy that catches predators more dangerous than the predators themselves. Only in their logic. Everybody else who has a normal logic and sees things for what they are knows that this is bullshit.
Tools do not work at all. Reports get buried for weeks, months, sometimes even years. Stay active in games, chatting with children, like I said earlier, for years before Roblox acts, if they act at all. But the moment someone like
So this isn't about bypassing tools, it's about tools that just don't work. And if your system lets all these predators pass through, it's not a safety system. You can't call it a safety system, or it's like a waiting room.
Schlep publicly exposes the platform and embarrasses them, they're gone within hours. Roblox moves faster to silence catchers than to remove the threats that they're warning about. Then comes what I like to call the accountability punchline. Roblox brags about their trusted flagger program, claiming that they work with reputable organizations to fast-track serious criminal reports. Sounds great until you realize who they don't let in. Schlep, someone who has single-handedly removed more from Roblox than
Yeah, they have a fast lane for serious reports, but they won't let in Schlep, who has proven he can catch more predators than their entire team.
their own moderation team has admitted to take down serious offenders. But here's the reality, has been asking for over a year for a direct line to report cases. Not once did Roblox respond. They had a chance to turn his work into an official powerful tool for community safety, and instead they chose to destroy his ability to operate. They could have easily partnered with one of the most effective
They should have,
on
yeah.
the platform
They should have.
and worked together to keep kids safe. Instead, they painted him as a criminal, banned him, and tried to just basically erase him from history. This isn't about safety, it's about control. It's about them silencing the people who
It's about illogical stupidity. I don't know. We reach peak idiocracy.
make Roblox look bad, even if those same people are doing the work Roblox refuses to. Before moving on, I also feel like it's necessary to include this clip where CreekCraft called out Roblox's broken moderation system, and honestly, the footage speaks for itself.
Okay, so I've just made a fresh account, brand new Roblox account. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna join Meep City. And I just want to see how long it takes until I see something inappropriate in the game.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and
no.
join on in. This is a fresh account. All right, never played on it before, and yep, there's a so
This is a Roblox game that has been reported countless times by creators. CreekCraft reported it, Schlep called it out, Green Lego Cats made hundreds of videos on it, and somehow
That was like what? 5 seconds? So brand new account, no history, immediately exposed to whatever that was. So it takes longer to load the game than it does to find this stuff. That proves to you that moderation is dead on arrival.
got hate for doing so. But no matter how you spin it, this clip proves that Roblox is not safe for kids. It took CreekCraft 4 seconds to find in a Roblox game. Now, I've got to talk about John Shadletsky's take on all of this. For those who don't know, Shadletsky was one of Roblox's earliest employees, the 4th engineer they ever hired, and for the most part, he's usually a pretty cool and reasonable guy. But his comments on the Schlep situation are easily one of the worst takes I've seen so far. Instead of acknowledging the cease-and-desist letter, which literally spells out Roblox's accusations against Schlep, he doubled down by saying that people only know 10% of the details. Then, when someone provided the actual letter, he just completely ignored it. That's the kind of response that feels less like critical thinking and more
Claiming we only know 10% of the details and then ignoring this is like, this is corporate gaslighting, peak corporate gaslighting.
like brushing off an uncomfortable truth. And unfortunately, it fits a pattern we've seen from Roblox leadership before. And that brings me to something even more insane. This isn't the first time that someone at the top of Roblox, including its CEO, has shown a disturbing stance on inappropriate content. Years ago, Roblox's own CEO was recorded casually discussing the idea of adding into Roblox. You didn't hear me wrong there. I
Doing
said
what?
on a platform primarily used by children.
Do you think more mature things like
How is this even... Why are there people not out in the streets with pitchforks over this?
will ever be allowed on Roblox?
What I would say is we would lead first and foremost with safety and civility, and then second with mirroring what happens in the physical world. And so I would never rule it out. I would say getting to that kind of stuff probably isn't in the short-term future. Got us.
This clip isn't just some ancient or out of context line. It shows that the culture at top of Roblox has long been dangerously casual about these issues. So when Roblox today decides to
Yeah, it shows a culture problem at the top. Not even... I'm saying it very generously, it's a culture problem. It looks like it's a much bigger problem. Because if they casually consider adding explicit content to a kid's platform, it's no wonder this mess keeps on happening.
go after people like Schlep instead of cleaning up its own platform is not coming out of nowhere. This mindset has been there for years, and that's exactly why this problem isn't going away until the people in charge change the way they operate. This whole situation isn't just about Schlep anymore, it's about what Roblox is willing to do to silence the people exposing the real dangers on their platform, while completely ignoring the causing those dangers in the first place. I mean, there's a pretty clear pattern of what's going on right now. From
Yeah.
banning players for simply saying free Schlep to pumping out a press release that paints
This is not a one-off. This is systemic.
catchers as a villain to a history of leadership making disturbing comments about inappropriate content. There's a very clear pattern here. Before I end off this video,
Yeah.
please go watch my last video where I lay out the whole situation with Roblox's CEO connection to high-profile Epstein-linked figures, because
What? Okay, we're going in deep now. This is not like, okay. I think we're gonna have a much bigger problem now.
that whole thing matters and brings a lot of context to what people are saying, such as, oh my god, David Baszucki was on Jeffrey Epstein's island. Because that whole situation brings a huge brand new perspective on the whole situation. And obviously, if you haven't already, like this.
Okay, listen, this isn't about Schlep anymore, right? This is at best about a $1 billion kids game choosing optics over safety and silencing people doing their job for them, and then spinning it so that the people that catch the criminals look like the criminals themselves. If they can mute a phrase, delete protest games, and smear whistleblowers, while they allow predators to stay active for years, then the problem isn't the community. The problem starts at the top. And until that changes, no amount of PR spinning or gaslighting is going to make Roblox safe. That's about it. See you on the next one.